Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. One of the things I love about the Bible is we get character studies in the Bible. And you kind of like have to look behind the scenes, and you get these amazing insights. And one of those is in the life of King Belshazzar, who is during the time of Daniel. We're looking at Daniel chapter 5. And he's the son of Nebuchadnezzar. Now, Nebuchadnezzar was very proud. He was very proud. No humility at all. In fact, he went up on the roof of his palace, and he said, "Look at the great Babylon that I have built by my power and might." And right after that, God humbled him, that he actually became like an animal eating grass, living out on the field for a time until he acknowledged that God was great, until he humbled himself before God. And so he finally, after a time period, he humbled himself before God, and his kingdom was restored. That's what happened to him. And he praised God. But his son repeated the same mistake. Listen, I know there are family curses, there are family patterns that are passed on, but each of us makes our own decisions in life. Don't blame it on your family. You take responsibility for yourself. And so what happened with his son in the famous chapter 5 of Daniel, he's having a great banquet. And he calls for the goblets and things that they used in the temple of God before it was taken away to Babylon. And they use it to drink, and they're mocking God. They're saying that we're greater than that God. Again, pride is there. Pride is there. And then a hand appears and writes on the wall. He can't understand what it says. Daniel interprets it and basically says, your days are numbered. You've been weighed in the balance and found wanting. And so when Daniel confronts him, he says this. He gives him the history of Nebuchadnezzar. What happened with Nebuchadnezzar? That he was proud. God judged him until he humbled himself. And then he says this in verse 22 of chapter 5. But you, Belshazzar, his son, have not humbled yourself, though you knew all this. Wow. You knew all this. You know, the easiest way to learn something is from someone else's mistakes. You can learn from my mistakes. I can learn from your mistakes. We can learn from the mistakes of people in the Bible. And then we don't have to go through that. Belshazzar saw everything, and yet he didn't learn the lesson. He didn't learn the lesson the easy way. So he had to learn the hard way by suffering and then being deposed and killed. I don't know about you, but I want to learn the lessons of life the easy way. So every time I haven't learned it the easy way, nothing but trouble comes into my life. So I encourage you to read the Bible, learn lessons, and apply them to your life so you don't have to go through them. And the lesson today is humility before God. Whatever you have comes from God. God bless you. I will see you on Wednesday tomorrow on Facebook Live. God bless.